Hey there, internet. What's up, everyone? Hope everyone had a nice day, whichever day it is that you are currently seeing this on. If you're watching this in the far future, I am probably dead. Lol. But yes, am I passing aside? It is Friday, the 14th of November 2025. And yeah, it's time for Let's Visual Novel / VM Nukitashi episode 11. Very nice. I am kinda dead today though, because I had to get up early and then had to go and like talk to someone. Very insane. Very insane. I know. Talking to people, that's crazy. But yeah, so I took a nap later on in the day and didn't do any of my funny clay stuff again. Even though it's only been like, well, as of today, it would be 10 more days until, no, wait. Today included, it would be 11, so tomorrow it would be just 10 more days until the 24th, which would be the 4-month anniversary, as I'm calling it, of me starting my funny silly little clay project. Which, I mean, I mention it sometimes, but like, I haven't really shown. I haven't really shown what I'm working on, so what does that even mean? Maybe I should do that at some point and just have like, couple of images in my stupid ass supposedly start screen or whatever, and just be like, hey, look at this, I made this. I made this very nice. But the idea is also to make something like a small video for it or whatever, but that seems kinda difficult, like cutting stuff together, taking some video material and throwing in some high quality images and then being like, look at this, or whatever. So yeah. That aside though, yeah, that's my day, basically. I ate a little bit earlier. And then prepared for stream, obviously. As per usual, nothing has actually changed though, so what exactly is bro even working on? Yeah, yeah, that's a good question. But it also doesn't really matter, right? Because that's not what this is all about. Because this is all about Nukitashi. And again, episode 11, time for that today. That's epic. That's great. That's great. Still with the silly other mouse cursor. I heard people really like that. No one said anything about it. Teehee. Surprise. But let's pretend that just means everyone was like, whoa, improvements. That's crazy. But yeah. I am very much looking forward to reading for 2 hours again. Yeah. Let me have a sip and then. Ah, nice. Nice old sip of water. Very good, very good. Okay. Oh yeah, as you saw, I scheduled this one again, maybe. If you were alive when this was recorded, that is. Ahem. Was kinda short because it was kinda late and I kinda forgot about making the schedule thing, but whatever. I was busy making the silly little thumbnail for today. But you can probably see that, right? It's a funny little reference that I came up with. Let's just say you can earn yourself some Emke channel credits if you know where that's from. But yeah. All that garbage aside though. Yep. Bro is finally doing the thing. I still don't have music or anything, but it's cooked, it's fucked, it's so over. But I got Nukitashi on the screen, right? Nice. Yeah. So, where did we leave off last? Where did we stop last time? The Sedan Saga. A little bit past midnight even. Was another long one. What happened? What happened? Mr. Junosuke was out doing stuff again. I think. Nothing crazy. Just the usual, really. Except we showed off, like, another secret exit out of our hidden underground society NLNS base, which is usually covered by tidal waters or whatever. Something about waxing of the moon or whatever. Yep, whatever. And then we spotted some mysterious tire tracks. And once we went back home, we had to go out again or whatever. Then we saw I don't know, the lady on her bike. Something was going on there. Yeah, Junosuke was like out and about, and then he called in to Asa-chan. He was like, virgin status. Please confirm, please confirm. And she was like, someone's biking around here. Probably that person. Status unknown. And they're being chased, and then Junosuke was like, impossible. And chased after them. And then did some Kamen Rider style moves on some goons. And then got bonged and took some critical damage, but the secret sniper helped them out, and thus he took the backstabber out, but all exhausted and dead. He couldn't escape the random SHO guard that appeared at the beach later on. Got a bit of a handy cookie moment, if I remember correctly. And then questionable things happened. I am not quite sure what exactly happened, to be honest, but stuff sure happened. But yeah. And then after that, he didn't really talk about it, but we recruited we recruited the biking girl. That's great. And that's that. We have a new recruit. joining our cause and fight against the perverted sex law or whatever. Yep, very nice. Good job, Emke, for remembering all that. Very nice. I know. Thanks. Okay, so the Siren Saga. Let's go. Thank you, streamer. Thank you. Maybe another sip of water first, though. Oh man. What a disaster. The one episode that has like a special episode, special thumbnail. And then I'm the most dead that I've ever been. And it's just going to be the most scuffed episode of them all. They're all scuffed because bro doesn't have a proper mic or anything, but let's just ignore all of that and oops. Anyway. Back here in Junnosuke headquarters. And I don't know if it's morning or night, but Junnosuke be like, shit's so tough, man. I get it. I heave a sigh and bury my head in my hands. It's a Jova. I never would have figured my name for the team could be construed that way. Oh yeah, they were talking about the NLNS name, which means like no love, no sex. Which could be misconstrued in a weird way, which could make it seem as if they were an organization that is pro-perverted sex law instead of against the perverted sex law. But I mean, that kind of stuff happens. You can always come up with a different name. The Orc's pretty fresh still. Doesn't have a lot of members. People are aware that there's such an organization, but they don't know it, actually, so better now than never, right? Keep the logo and everything, works out just fine, just swap out some letters and it's all good, man. No big deal, eh? But yeah, that also happened. I was just thinking of it like, we're a team that believes there's no such thing as sex without love, so we don't have sex that doesn't involve love. You know? None of that random, slutty, bitchy sex that everyone else is having on this island. But some nice lovey-dovey, romantic, me and my sweet darling, engaging in sex after some smooches and warm embraces, or whatever. Tehe. That's what the damn name's supposed to mean. I tried to convince myself of the validity of my choice. But really, I've got better things to do right now.
お風呂に小さい雲も出たからとって、もしくは一緒に入って髪から足の先まできれいに洗う奉仕をして。
Honey. Ayasa-chan. There's a little spider in the bathroom. Can you kill it? Alternatively, can you come into the bath with me and wash me from head to toe? Little spider. Surely you could take care of that yourself, but don't worry. I'm sure Big Bro is gonna help you out. As for washing you from head to toe, I know a guy. Perchance. No killing spiders. They are useful bugs. Also, I think you are more than capable of washing your damn self.
何やってるの?
Huh? What's that? What are you doing? Oh, this. I was thinking of developing a new weapon.
武器スパイアイテムじゃなくて?
A weapon? It's not a spy gadget this time. I already told you to call them TAEs, but yeah, this is a combat weapon. That fight yesterday demonstrated just how weak I am. Bro survived the 4v1. Kind of. With a little bit of help, but you know. No matter how much I train my body, I freeze when someone brings out the knife. Yeah, that one lady had a knife, so maybe some more offensive or defensive gear wouldn't hurt, I guess. It just takes one thrust, so I will need to have some kind of weapon on me as well. 2. Thrust back. Wink wink. Though if it actually looks like a knife or a gun, they would confiscate that right away at the inspections. So I guess I have to make some weapon that imitates a sex toy? Huh. Crazy guess coming up from Mr. Streamer right now. There's absolutely no way that I'm just, you know, but perchance it's time for that weird dildo device that he had at the very start of the game. Just a guess though. I could be wrong and maybe that's something else entirely, I don't know.
じゃあ兄、しびれ薬が塗られた矢が発射されるオナホールとかどうかな?
Then how about something like a sex sleeve that shoots out an arrow tipped with anesthetic? That doesn't sound too bad. Own a whole gun that paralyzes people. Similar to the stun grenade egg, but it's not AoE and for a more precision-based operation or whatever. That's not a bad idea, but I can't see that having much offensive capability.
ならそれをいっぱい作って両腕に巻く.
Well, then make a whole lot of them and wrap them around your arms. Is that going to increase? I mean, surely, but eh? Anyway, what are we gonna call them?
ダブルアンチミサイルオナホ.
Double anti-missile sex sleeves. Okay. What am I? A zone fighter? It would be pretty suspicious walking around with that many sex sleeves. I need something I can grab easily. Something that's not a hassle to wield. Something that looks intimidating at a glance. What kind of sex toy would be intimidating though?
あ、そういえばスポンサーが置いておいてくれた荷物の中に一つ面白いものがあったよ.
Oh, I just remembered there was something pretty sick looking in all the goods our sponsor gave us. Sick looking, eh? What was it? She pulled something out of the equipment case. Oh. What have we here? It looks like some kind of gel.
最近改良された D10O っていうので、普段はこんな風にふにゃふにゃなんだけど、強い衝撃を受けると分子同士が結合して硬くなるんだって。
It's a newly developed substance called D10O. Normally it's all limp like this, but if it receives a hard impact, The molecules combine and it becomes stiff. Wow, didn't know something like that existed. Kinda sounds like non-Newtonian liquid or whatever. I don't really remember what that actually is, but that's also kind of like a thing where it's like if you just gently push it, it's kind of like not a big deal, but if you then like try to punch it, it's get like I don't know. It doesn't actually harden, but it kind of reacts in a way as if it did. It's weird. But someone knows what I mean. That's maybe. In the gel form, you could shape it into just about anything. Eureka! That's it.
何か思いついたの、兄？
Did you think of something, Annie? Oh, you bet I did. This is just what I need. Just what I need to turn anything into a weapon. Like some kind of sex toy that wouldn't arouse suspicion if I took it to school, for example. Okay. And now we're not even in school. Okay. We are halfway through the popular Minotsuki Academy Shoot-Down King event. Okay, good to know, good to know. Nonetheless, we have been able to travel comparatively safely to and from school. Chalked it up to our above-ground escape route map, not to mention the route through the limestone cave. With all that in mind, you would think today would have been yet another smooth commute, but alas. Of all the days, Asa finally decided to play hooky. Today she truly refused to budge. Apparently she got thoroughly owned in her online game and is refusing to give up until she gets her rating back up to 3,500/3,500. It must be a pretty high MMR, I suppose.
大丈夫大丈夫。紹介とかオペレーションはうちからやるから。というか、我が家の方が設備が揃ってるし、完璧にできるよ。
Crazy special rare Asakyun with her hair down and a silly little sepia filter on. Okay, okay. Interesting, interesting. It's fine. It's gonna be fine. I will just stay here, grind a bit, do some campaigns. I mean, we've got everything I need right at home already, so I'm set.
だいたいオペレーターっていうのは安楽椅子に座って指示を出すのが普通ってもんでしょうが、それをわざわざ外でやってる方がおかしいと思うよ、おしゃべりクソ童貞。
I mean, I gotta control all the shit from my gaming chair, like, that's the normal way of doing things, so why the hell would a company outside try getting that through your thick skull, you untouched dickhead? なるほど. Makes sense, makes sense. After that, of course, there was a big dumb sibling fight. So that's how I ended up going to school all on my lonesome today. And since I wasn't really carrying much on me, I decided to head in the direction of a certain item that had piqued my curiosity before. The ass wall artwork, that is. Okay. Also known as just ass walls. They've been erected all over this island. Though when it comes to the documentation on them, there's no consistent pattern across all of them everywhere. Normally anything SHO or Sedan Island related would have a phone book's worth of documentation behind it. But these things are the exception. Some years ago, there was a now notorious conflict which took place. It was between those who were in favor of the placement of ass walls and the NIMBW, not in my back walls movement opposed to them. The not in my back walls movement. Okay. Ultimately, both sides managed to reconcile and agree to the placement of them after a lengthy intercourse. After a lengthy intercourse over the issue. But the memories of the dispute still linger. Anyway, the main part of it is made out of gel, and it solidifies once you stick yourself inside of it and hit the lock. While it's a fairly standard sexual item, an enemy could try to make use of it, like what happened to me before. That could be trouble. Naruhodo. But also what he's saying here is maybe the person from last time didn't even have like... Oh, I mean... I was thinking maybe that person from last time didn't even have like an as-wall portable version. Since he just said that they are in a lot of places and pretty common. But he also just called it a fairly standard sexual item. Which would suggest that there is something that is just like the as-wall, but as a carryable item. Yeah, I don't know. Okay. Nice. Moving on. So I came all the way out here to find one of them, trying to think up a countermeasure. But there's just one small problem. I completely forgot. My sense of direction still sucks. Even though he has like... Oh, well, I guess he kinda lost them last time, but he would have had some special fancy spy gadget goggles that have like a map and stuff in them, I assume, but yeah. Strange. I was only walking on the hiking trail. How did I end up this deep in the woods? All I can see in front of me are trees. Trees. And more trees. If I contacted Asa, she could set me straight in seconds flat, but I can't very well do that. She's probably still pissed off at me for getting her into a judo arm lock earlier. W skills. And I'm still smarting a bit from the X-bomber she gave me too. Now, I don't know what that is, but an X-bomber sounds kinda crazy. Plus, I hate the thought of conceding to her. But damn, if I keep standing around dawdling like this, I'm really gonna be late.
どうかしましたか?
Hey, it's Biking Bookworm, Busty Biking Bookworm, BBB-chan. Tehe. Ho. Whoa. Futuri-chan. Hey there. Also, she seems to have another crazy shot as well. Just like Katagiri Nanase. Very, wow. With her, bike, and all that, yeah. Yeah. But, it's nice to see, some good tutor and stuff. Tehe. I spin around in surprise and find resident bookworm Hotori there, straddling her bike, as per usual. When did you... I mean, What are you doing out here in the boonies anyway?
私は家がこっちの方なので、SHO の人とかに見られないように森を通っていくんですが、そしたら立花さんがたまたまここに。
My house is along this way, so, I was just cutting through the forest to avoid the SHO people, and I just happened to run into you. And, I can't really see it that well, but how far away from civilization are we if we are out in the woods and there's like signs which are like 3.4 kilometers until people and something 0.2 kilometers. Like damn, we are quite out there, huh? Well, sounds fair enough. Well, as for me, I'm here to eliminate a few obstacles. As an LNS leader, I've got to keep my intel fresh, so I took a little detour out here.
こんな森の中に何かあるんですか？イノシシとかですか？
Huh? Is there anything to worry about this deep in the forest? Like wild boars or something? Oh, yes, one time, one of the little buggers came out of the shrubs in a mating frenzy. So I pounced on its ass all valiant-like and managed to chase it off.
なるほど。やっぱりリーダーともなる人はお強いんですね。
Wow, that's something. You've definitely got the chops to be a leader, I would say. Well, that boar was actually Nana's, and she kinda owned you, but... But in my defense, that's a half-truth at worst, I just told her. Anyway, I'm pretty much done here, got all my intel up to speed, so how about we go on together? Te?
そうですね。このままだと遅刻してしまうかもしれませんから。
I was thinking the same thing, actually. Wouldn't want to dawdle too long and end up being late. Well, as long as I follow her, I will at least make it to the school. She rides her bicycle forward, slowly yet skillfully. Huh. You are good at this. A two-wheeled machine would normally be pretty unstable at that kind of speed.
脚力にはちょっと自信があります。それにこの子は長年の相棒ですから。
Hehehe. I'm pretty confident in the strength of my legs. Besides, my bike here, we go back quite a few years, me and her. Interesting. Interesting. But she has a very, healthy and, I guess, sexually active relationship with her, bike. Good for her, I guess. So I get it. You mentioned you use it to get away, right?
はい。それにコツがあるんです。立ちこぎをしながら前傾になると安定して。
Yep. And there's an knack to her as well. If you stand while pedaling and lean forward, you get much more stability out of her. As well as a bit of a speed boost, but everyone knows that. The way she crouches forward really brings out the size of her chest. Oi, Dote-kun. What are you noticing? What is this? Though I quickly end up feeling a little self-conscious about looking at something I shouldn't be and avert my gaze. Like a true gentleman would. My eyes are then drawn to a sinister-looking item attached to the saddle. Sinister. The Climax bicycle. You want to talk about bikes on Ceylon Island? Well, it's gonna be one of these things for sure. I've gotten used to seeing them, but the thought of the oh-so-meek Hotori riding one of these around like it's nothing kinda makes me feel weirdly self-conscious. Yeah. Haha. Just me and my bike. Tehe. An awkward silence falls between us.
あれですね。
I wanted to say, yeah.
今日ってお天気がいいですよね。
It's pretty nice weather we're having today, isn't it? Harder to tell when you're in the middle of the woods, but yeah, it is pretty nice.
爽やかな気持ちになりますもんね。
It makes me feel a little more alive. So kinda like your bike then, huh? Tehe. Sounds about right. Well, I just had a thought.
はい、なんでしょう。
What is it? Walking alongside a girl while she's riding a bike, that's like a major fictional trope. Is it? Aren't you usually like, two dudes? Well, not two dudes, but like two people on a bike at once? And it's like, hey, you're not supposed to do this, but we're doing it anyway. Yippee! Because usually I feel like, if you and your friend are out and about, and this is something that I see way more often, is like, if one of you has a bike, then sucks to be you, but you're walking as well now. Because otherwise, you're like a little bit too fast for your friend who needs to be walking by himself then. So you're getting off the bike and just push it. And yeah. But I don't know, I'm not too well versed in walking next to girls who are riding their bikes. So tehehe, huh?
そうなんですか？
Is it? Yeah, seeing a girl riding a bike kinda makes me think of my mom when she was younger. God rest her soul.
そうなんですか。すみません、お母さんじゃなくて。
I see. Well, sorry I'm not your mother. No, I should be sorry.
お母さん、亡くなってるんですか？
You lost your mother, did you? Yeah, a few months ago.
余計にすみません。
I'm sorry for your loss. Oh no, it's fine. I'm still getting by. It's getting even more awkward. Oh no. Ah. Yeah. Good God. It's so Jova. Why is this conversation so incredibly awkward? It's really weird. This level of awkwardness never rears its head when I talk to Nanase or Wata-chan. But with Hotori, the discussion takes a long road to nowhere. Is it because she's 100% my type? Oh. Though I guess, makes sense. He doesn't like the slutty, bitchy type, so a bit more reserved and, I don't know. Chest swell. Perchance. Is more his speed. Maybe. Come on now. Hey. Like my sister said, she's directly in my strike zone. Reserved, meek, slightly passive, and plain as hell, not to mention diffidently dressed. Now, as per usual, diffidently is a little bit outside of my knowledge zone. But can't really say all too much probably. Of course I get the gist, but it's like pretty short skirt, nothing unusual, but then you also have like one of these side opening things. Same on the sleeves, except it's not nearly comparable to this, but yeah. That said, those knee pits though, actually, I mean, isn't all that a recipe for near perfection? She would be even better if she were a childhood friend. Well, unlucky. My idea of perfection is somebody who would place, like, third in a popularity poll. So much for plain as hell, I guess. If you make it into the top 3 of a popularity poll, I don't think you're all that plain. Or meek or reserved or all any of those. To be honest, but I'm sure you get what he means. If you watch like an anime and then like, oh, everyone likes this one or that one, and then there's like a third one, but she's really more like a side character, not actually one of the main 2 ladies. So probably, yeah. Good job, streamer. You are so wow. But alas, people are strange when you are a stranger. When you are a stranger. Whenever it's just me and her together, words escape me. No. Wait. It's probably better that way. I didn't have Futori join our team for that anyway. Oh dear. We will have to hurry. Oh, you might miss first period. Oh, you can just go on ahead of me then. I would hate to hold you up. Given our like-mindedness, we will end up sharing a common fate. I'm not about to start hitting on every girl on site just because she happens to be my type. No, you aren't really holding me up. Oh, I know. Would you care to ride behind me then? Yeah, that's way more the thing that you would be expecting probably, but yeah. Uh-huh. We will definitely make it in time if we ride together. I'm not sure that's a good idea. Besides, wouldn't the guy, i.e. me, usually be in front? It'll be fine. I told you, I've got confidence in my legs. A hill like this is a small fry for me. That's not the issue here. If I were to ride behind Hutori on her bicycle, that would mean I would be clinging onto her soft flesh and or bazongas. And it's a problem, or what? What do you say, Tachibana-san? Let's do this. Oh yeah. An immediate answer. I can't just imagine what Asa would snap back at me. With if she saw me right now. Righto. I'm just gonna need you to give me a push on the back when we get going, and even this. Huh. What is this softness? Such fresh, downy softness. My palm feels like it's being sucked into her skin. It's so pleasant that it feels like I've gone to heaven.
じゃあスピードを出しますね。肩をちゃんと掴んでいてください。
Okay, I'm going to pick up the pace now. Hold tightly onto my shoulders, please. Yeah, okay, whoa! We accelerate intensely. The scenery around us blazes by at warp speed. We're going so fast, you would hardly believe this was an uphill road. Isn't this a little too fast? This isn't one of those newer e-bikes, is it? Whoa! She rides over a rock and I let out a yelp, causing her to look back at me. Big smile.
怖かったですか？しっかりと捕まっていてくださいね。
Did that scare you? Please keep holding on tight. God damn, girl. You want fire. Watching someone control a vehicle is quite bewitching. This must be that suspension bridge effect I have heard so much about.
いえ、よくわかりませんが、多分違うと思いますよ。
I'm not sure what that is, but I have a feeling you might be getting the wrong idea. At any rate, we managed to get to school safely and on time. Nukitashi! Then, after school, I'm doing some modeling work on the strategy room PC when the door suddenly opens.
おいこらジュン、ミサキを連れてきたわよ。
Yo, Jun, I brought Misaki along. Wow, rude. Maybe knock next time.
何が？それよりも、やっぱりイベント期間中はここに来るのも一苦労よね。
Huh? How? Phew. But man, with this event going on, it's a hell of an effort to make it here.
お邪魔します。うわー、相変わらずすごいところですね。ここって。
I'm coming in. Wow. This place never ceases to amaze me.
特殊な設備に加えて日用品も一式揃ってるからね。1週間くらいなら準備なく泊まれるんじゃないかしら。
We've got all these special facilities and even a decent stock of daily necessities. I bet you could survive down here a week without any prior preparation. Oi, Otori, thanks again for this morning.
立花さん。いえいえ、お役に立ててよかったです。
Tachibana-san, don't even mention it. I'm just glad I could be of help. Very nice. Very nice. Sounds like they got there on time then, huh?
朝？何かあったの？
This morning? Did something happen? Kinda, yeah. We ran into each other and I wound up riding on the back of a bike.
バカ。なんであんたが漕いであげないのよ。
Dumbass. Why can't you do the pedaling?
いえいえ、私自分で漕ぐのが好きなので。
Yay! I'm quite happy to do it myself.
へえ。なら私も今度乗せてもらおうかしら。
How about I hitch a ride on there next time? Yeah, you should give it a try. I think you would be surprised.
あ、そうだ、美咲。立花さんじゃないでしょ。
Huh? Ah, yeah, Misaki. You shouldn't be saying Tachibana-san, right?
そうでした。淳之介くん？
Oh, yeah, Junnosuke. Kyun. What is that out of the blue? Do you like me?
あ、いえ、意識改革というか、チームとして一丸となって戦えるように、まずは同級生同士下の名前で呼ぶようにしようって七瀬さんが。
No. Te. Nanase said that I should reform myself or something, and that I should call my teammates in my year by their first names so we could fight together as a unit. But, shouldn't we just have, like, colors assigned to each of us? or whatever. I don't know. Maybe we can also just have like Rider Super Bitch and Bookworm Rider and Weta Rider or whatever. Tehe. Haha. Man, I'm so dead today. So that's why. Why would you suggest a thing like that, Nanase?
運動部とかはそういう風にしてチーム内の連携を高めたりしてるからだけど、ずいぶん嬉しそうじゃない？
You would normally do that when working within sports teams together to strengthen your bonds. Don't you look pretty happy about it? I wouldn't say that. I was just surprised, okay?
ならいいですけど、童貞臭い反応だったわね。
Really? Well, fair enough. That's quite a virgin's response. If someone suddenly starts calling you by your first name, of course you would think they like you.
淳之介くんも下の名前で呼んでみてください。
Junosuke-kyun, can you try calling me by my first name too, please? Misaki. Chan? Eh? No, I can't do it. I'm too anxious to call someone of the opposite sex by their first name.
何よそんなに意識しちゃうことがあるのよ。
Why are you so self-conscious about it, huh? You don't do that until you've been dating and or living together for at least 3 fucking years. That's basic shit, ain't it?
名前を呼べないレベルになると逆に団結力も低くなりそうだから、とりあえず私たちは元に戻しましょうか。
If you can't call me by my name, then our sense of solidarity is probably too low. So, let's go back to how we were calling each other. I guess... Hodori-san? Is, I guess, what he would be using himself then? Hodori-san and Junosuke-san. Probably. Yeah. Christ, Nanase. You really love making me feel awkward, don't you?
ね
どうした?
え、私呼んでるんですけど。
You do that with me, though. Do that? Do what? 何?
名前、お互いに下の名前で。
The first name thing. We both do that with each other, you know? So true, actually. We only agreed to that so you could distinguish me from my sister. And now that Hotori-san is also here, wouldn't it also be helpful for her to, you know, distinguish you from your sister?
それについては何とも思わないわけ？
So that doesn't have any deeper meaning to you. It was your big idea. What do you want from me?
なんだかこれ。
This is kinda...
おはよう。もうみんな揃ってるんだな。またビリになっちゃったな。
Ohayo! I see everyone's already here, and there's a tension in the air again. It's Wata-chan. Yippee!
わたちゃん、よく来てくれました。
Wata-chan. Good timing.
来たよ。どうしたのそんなに嬉しそうな顔して。
Was there ever any doubt? But, why do you look so happy?
せ 先輩はなんというか一服の清涼剤だなと。
Oh, it's just refreshing to have a senior here, is all. Naruhodo. The one person who's actually like, yay, my senior. When everyone else is like, the loli has arrived. Yippee.
それほどでもないよ。なんてたって私先輩だからね。
Huh? You flatter me. I will always be your senior. Wink. Huh? When did Wata-chan turn up?
ロリちんまくて気がつかなかった。
She is such a tiny loli, we didn't even notice.
ロリちんまくありませんけど。
But I'm not a tiny loli. Bit of a different view from the base. That said, there's not really all that much to see, but we get some more to see from the characters. Yippee! That said, we already kinda know Nanase, right? But we don't usually get to see her in a school skirt, I guess, since she's not really wearing the uniform. But I guess that gets a pass because, you know, rank 1 slut has some, I don't know. Yeah. Yeah. That said though, Wata-chan looks oddly large here, doesn't she? Might just be me though. Not sure. Well, anyway, let's just sit down and chill out. The room beyond the strategy room provides a space we can all sit and relax in. There's a sofa in there and it connects directly with the kitchen.
私はどこに座ったら良いのでしょう。
Where should I sit?
空いてるところならどこでも大丈夫よ。一応私はここが定位置だけど。
Anywhere free is fine. We are sitting where we usually do, though. So not anywhere free would be fine, but not really though. Asa always holds up in this cardboard box here, so everywhere else is free.
でしたら私はこの辺りにソファーまであってくつろげるんですからすごいところですよね。
I will sit here then. Man, I'm impressed with this place. They've got a sofa and everything here.
元は旧日本軍の基地でね、そこを改修したところなんだよ。やったのは私たちじゃなくてスポンサーのおじいさんなんだけど。
It used to be an Imperial Japanese army base, but it's been refurbished. It was more that old sponsor guy's work. We didn't really have much to do with it.
すごいですね。よく言えましたね。
So good, isn't it? You certainly know your stuff, Wata-chan.
わからないことがあったら何でも聞いてね。
If there's anything you don't know, feel free to ask me.
バカにされてるのに気づかないわたちゃんがえらい可愛い。家で飼いたいのだわ。
God, she's so cute when she doesn't know she's being made fun of. I just want to take her home and lock her up. Except, I don't know, is Hotori-san, Kyun-chan, making fun of her? How about no? No locking up the tiny loli.
そういえばスポンサーって言っていましたけど、その方は何が目的なんですか？
Come to think of it, the sponsor you mentioned, what's his objective?
それはね、立花くん。
Well, about that. Tachibana-kun. Your turn. Our sponsor, that Uji-san, gave only one condition. He wants us to find a girl named Fumino Kotoyose. We still don't know who that is, but I'm sure we're going to find out in time.
琴寄文乃？それってどんな子なんです？
Kotoyose Fumino? What kind of girl is she?
それが私たちにもわからないのよ。素性も容姿もその女の子をなぜ保護してほしいのかもね。
Well, you see, we also have no idea. Don't know her background, what she looks like, or what his business is wanting to protect her. But we still need to search for her, lest he pull our funding. We need the money he's giving us to escape, to fight. We finally have enough people on our side to take action. Group of 5, huh? Okay. We can't afford to lose funding now. We're just gonna weather this shoot down king shit and then search for her. This girl could be alone. More importantly, we can't have any more people sacrificed on the altar of non-virgins.
立花さん。はい、そうですね。
Tachibana-san. Hi. So desu ne. Like Nanase over here.
Huh?
You what? Huh?
悪夢再びです。
Oh dear. This nightmare again.
なあ、大丈夫だよ、美咲ちゃん。この二人はいつものことだから。
Don't worry about it, Misaki-chan. They're always like this.
あ、そうなんですか？仲良し。
Oh, really? They must get along well.
人の顔見れば秘書女だビッチだって言える神経はなんだって言ってるんですけど、この全身くまなく童貞。
You got some real brass balls going around calling people non-virgins and sluts just for your ideas about the way they look. You full-body virgin dog ass. As if I'm gonna be a virgin in just my big toe. You tear mold having chicken head.
泣きぼくろのことは言うなって言ってるでしょうが！
Stop mentioning my fucking tear mole. Grr. Stupid ass.
仲良しなんですよね。
They do get along well, right?
仲良しだよ。いいな、羨ましいな。
They sure do. Aren't you envious?
あんたたちにはわからないのよ。目立つ位置にほくろがある人間の気持ちなんて。
You don't know what it's like, having a mole in a conspicuous place that everybody's got a comment on.
とても助け場な位置にある秀逸なほくろじゃないですか。
But it's in the perfect spot for a hoe. It fits you so well. Don't you understand?
ちょうどいいところにあればいいのに、なんでこんな中途半端な目の下に泣きぼくろが？
If only I had it somewhere else. Of all the fucking places, why did it have to be right beneath my damn eye? It's perfect for a non-virgin like you. Have fun looking in the mirror for the rest of your life.
でもさ、立花くん、前にキスしたら秘書女って言ってたけどさ、だったら男の人はどこから童貞なのさ。
But Tachibana-kun, you said before that you became a non-virgin if you kissed. So what makes a guy a virgin? That's a real easy one to answer. Their soul. なるほど。
大変なものを盗んでいきました的な？
Isn't that kind of difficult to take away from someone? No, it just means that having sex doesn't necessarily mean you lose your virginity. Naruhodo. Naruhodo. So, how would one lose How would one lose their virginity if they wanted to? Then, Nanny? The definition of virgin for male is incredibly ambiguous. For example, if you stick your dick in a vagina, does that make you a non-virgin? Depending on the person, most would consider themselves non-virgins if they completed the act, i.e. ejaculated. So, what does that make a guy who's been blown every day of his adult life but done nothing else? Can you call him a virgin? Huh, that is an interesting question. I mean, I don't know, man. I see what he's doing here. But it's an interesting question if he poses the question like this, I suppose. Doesn't matter if it was with multiple women. The answer doesn't lie there either. That's why I define it this way. Virginity lies within the soul. Interesting. It's the presence of a pure temperament and great dignity. Irrespective of what sexual contact the guy has had, if he maintains his temperament and dignity, he is still a virgin. After all, a pure soul is not lost unless the person truly desired to ejaculate. So, since Mr. Erectile Dysfunction here kinda never really feels that way, he's like, it's fine. It's okay, I'm still a virgin, surely. Thus, the moment a man ejaculates from the soul, he is no longer a virgin. Man, that's deep. Which means?
美咲、ごめんなさいね、言い回しが。この人インポ悪くしてて。
Misaki, I hate to be blunt about this, but his limp dickness is at fault here. That ain't shit to do with it. Also, that's twice left.
へえ、立花さんってインポなんですか？
No, no, don't start laughing at him. Huh? So Tachibana's Olympic is he? Right, you got one left. Wait, what?
つまり純の基準では精神をこじらせてたら童貞ってことなのよね。
As I was saying, going by Jun's definition, his delusions getting exacerbated. Surely. Absolutely not, but that was on purpose. What makes him a virgin? Exacerbate is not the word for it. You're taking the piss out of virgins, you fuck.
こじらせ童貞。
Exacerbate. Masturbate. Exacerbate. I see. That word sounds just like masturbate. Heh.
あれ？なんか美咲ちゃんがすごい笑ってるな。
Huh? Misaki really seems to be in stitches over here.
ま、素人童貞っていう言葉があるくらいだし、男の人にとってはそうなのかもしれないけど。
Well, guys who have only had sex with prostitutes fall into that category then. I guess it would be kinda hard to come from your soul into some thoughts backwards.
素人童貞っていうのは聞いた時ないけど。あ、でも青蘭童貞っていうのはネットで見た時あるな。
I have seen the term Sedan Virgin used on the net occasionally. What's that?
確かセーラン島で童貞を失った人のことをそう呼ぶんだったかな。
Wasn't that guys who had lost their virginity on Seran Island?
そんな言葉が作られるほどポピュラーな場所になったのね、ここって。
Should have figured a place this popular would end up creating new words like that.
それじゃあこの島の人ってみんなセーラン童貞なんですね。
Wouldn't that make all the people on the island Seran virgins then?
またすごい笑ってる。
Wow, she's really cracking up. What a bunch of sad saps, coming to this island and busting nuts into fuck sluts like Nanase.
みんなあんたみたいにオナホールで発散する禁欲的インポじゃないんでしょ、きっと。
Oi, at least they're not abstemious limp dicks who won't nut into any pussy that isn't made of silicone. Am I right? How many strikes did I say you get, you fucker?
私覚えてるよ。インポの数は3度までだよね。
Oh, I remember. Up to 3 uses of limp dick per day. Yeah, but that's not all. I said any more than that, and I'll feel really dejected with myself.
まあまあ、言われなかったら治るってわけでもないんだから。
Oh, chill out. This isn't Pontypool. Not saying it won't kill you or anything. Yeah, just keep rubbing it in. Just keep rubbing it in some more, you twat.
ああ、インポでも裏に筋は通ってますものね。
Oh, you can't rub it out if you're a limp dick. Hehe. Hodori can't stop laughing. Perhaps I was wrong about her. I mean, I would have thought she was just an ordinary girl, but yeah, I guess not. Nukitashi. You fucking people. Just keep using slurs in the presence of the person they hurt. Why don't you?
私が3回言ったわけじゃないから、睨まれても困るんだけど。
Hey, I'm not the one who said it, Fries, so don't give me that pissy look.
ほら、機嫌直して。リーダーが拗ねてたら安全に帰れないでしょ。
Come on, buck up already. Our leader being a whiny little bitch isn't gonna help us home safe and sound. Meh.
ね、頼りになる人がいないとみんな困っちゃうのよ。
Like, without a leader to depend on, we would be in hot water, you know. Really? You need me?
私たちにはいつでも順が必要に決まってるでしょ。
When have we ever not needed you, you big dog? Really? Really?
すごい。みるみる機嫌が治っていきます。
Wow, I can see his mood transforming before my very eyes.
七瀬ちゃんは立花くんと朝音ちゃんの扱いがすごい上手なんだよ。
Nanase is just that good at wrangling tachibanas.
じゃあほら、あんたの言うこと一つくらい聞いてあげるから。
Come on, we will hear you out, so just tell us something on your mind. Will anything do?
そういう反応すると思ったから何でもってつけなかったの。
I figured that would be a reaction, hence why I said something, not anything. Well then, you believe that I, perfect gentleman that I am, would have something uncalled for to say. And here I thought you trusted me. Still, I have something I want to ask. There is something I want to ask of everyone, not just Nanase.
なになに？私たちにできることなら何でも協力するよ。
Nani? We will help you with anything, as long as we can do it.
わたちゃん、何でもはつけちゃいけないってルールになったのよ。
Wata-chan, I will have to ask you to ixnay on the anything way.
あ、間違えた。可能な限り最善の努力をいたすつもりですが、もしご希望に添えない場合はご容赦いただけますと幸いです。
Machigaita. Insert legal talk. We would like to offer as much assistance as possible, but would appreciate your understanding if we are unable to fulfill your requirements.
そんなビジネスメールみたいな感じにはしなくても。
Damn. Okay. Hey, no need to go all legalese on us. Well, anyway, there's a place I want investigated.
調査？今朝のイノシシの調査ではなくですか？確か色に狂った淫乱のイノシシが茂みから出てきたとか。
Investigated? Not where the wild boar you saw this morning was? You did say a wild boar in a mating frenzy came out of the bushes or something.
そんなこと言ってたわけ。
So, he told you that, did he? I didn't. Anyway, I would like to move out to the target location. Jajan! Oh. This is ATM-01, null base. Do you copy?
こちらヌルベース。お昼寝をしていたが聞こえている。オーバー。
This is null base. Was napping, but you're coming in loud and clear. Over. Since your lazy ass is skipping class, I got another makeup assignment for you. Get us a route home. Stat.
一部了解。直ちにサーチを行う。
Second half acknowledged. Beginning search now.
これ、校内外ともにすごいことになってるね。
Huh.
月曜イベント。今までのどれよりも大盛況なんじゃないかな。
Even bigger numbers than usual, she says. So now that it's half over, the thing is in full force, is what she's saying. That's, well, a bit of a problem. Good thing we have our reconnaissance team doing some good work from headquarters at home or whatever. Both the school grounds and the school building are packed like sardines. The Shootdown King event seems to have given us even bigger numbers than usual. It's that bad.
むしろ聖職者がいないところがないくらいだよ。付随して SS の数も多いし。
Yep, there's sex seekers pretty much everywhere, not to mention a correlated rise in the numbers of FS.
基本的にイベントは後半になるにつれて増加傾向にあるから、明日の最終日は覚悟しておいた方がいいかも。
Well, since we're in the home stretch of this event, things are just following the trend of increased participation. Tomorrow is the last day, so you might want to be ready for that. So it's more like the thing has happened, and there's already like a ranking established of certain girls who are seeming to be the, the top ranking ones. And now everyone's trying to do their best and either solidify their favorite girl's position or, well, increase it if they're not in first place already. So, なるほど。
すみません。一つよろしいですか？
Excuse me, can I ask something? What is it, Hotori? Ask away.
NLNS の皆さんは何度も逃亡を繰り返して SS や SHO の方に顔を覚えられたりとかはしていないんでしょうか？島にはスパイカムもありますし。
All of the NLNS members have been repeatedly running away. So how come the FS and SHO don't know your faces? There's spy camps all around the island after all. I'm sure they've seen us, but it's not a problem.
というと？
How so? I built recognition blocking into these goggles.
認識阻害？一体どんな技術が？
Recognition blocking? How on earth does that work?
バーカ、嘘つかないの。認識阻害って言っても街に設置されたカメラをごまかすために朝ちゃんがジャミングを行ってるのよ。
Don't lie, silly. He calls it recognition blocking, but it's really Asa-chan's jamming which confuses the cameras installed in the town.
それでも十分すごいような。では顔を見られる心配の方は？
That's impressive enough. So, what about your faces being seen? Half of my face is covered by the goggles, so no problems there. Okay, I expected a little bit more because, yes, that's actually like a very good question. I guess one other thing would be, well, most of the time we're running away at night, so it's like, you know. But, Bro's acting as if the goggles were covering any more of his face than his glasses. AKA, you know. Plus, what about everyone else who doesn't have goggles or anything else at all? But,
朝ちゃんはジュンの後ろにくっついてるから基本的に顔は見られないし
Asa hides behind Jun, so they basically don't see her face. That one makes sense.
私はほら有名なビッチだからみんな似た人だと思って片桐七瀬本人だとは思わないわけ
As for me, like, I'm a famous slut and all, so everyone thinks it's someone that looks like me, but isn't the real Nanase Katakiri. なるほど。
私はその最初から条例対象外だと思われてるからロリじゃありませんけど
I don't remotely appear to be of age for any sexual activity anyway, but ロリじゃないですけど。グー。
ああ、なるほど。じゃあ私も大丈夫ですね。影薄いので。
Ah, I see. Then I should be fine as well, given my lack of presence and all. So we have a doppelganger, someone who's underage, and basically a ghost. And all of these teamed up with the very cleverly concealed goggles wearing villain of the Sea Island. And we might as well just assume that they never really recognize that he's just a guy because if he has Asa on his back, then that makes him look all weird and funny. So, yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's okay. Sounds reasonable. Naruhodo. However, when you consider what our activities are, they are undoubtedly useful characteristics. We have to make the most of everyone's strengths in order to make it home. Nanase, we're gonna do the low tide road today. I'm guessing we can just barely make it.
ねえ、平気なはずだけど、本当に今日がギリギリって感じ。膝まで濡れるから気をつけてね。
Yeah, we should be fine, but we're really gonna be cutting it close. The water's gonna be up to our knees, so be mindful of that. Right, I guess we should assume using it tomorrow is a no-go then. In fact, it shouldn't really be a consideration in the first place. It is our last resort method, after all. We will have to think of something better for tomorrow.
眩しい。あ、こっちの方に出るんですね。自転車でよく通りますし、うちにも近いです。
Ah, it's so bright out here. Is this where we came out? I often pass by here on my bike, and my house is close by. It's near where I saved you, actually. We're getting pretty close. From here on, it gets convoluted, so I will get Asa to mark the destination instead of directing us verbally. Why? So she can get some good old-fashioned learning in today. I'm not about to let her off the hook for playing hooky. Ariadne protocol. Activate. Beep beep. The point Asa designated flashes on my heads up display. Yeah, I know. But yes, he has like this. I mean, it's a pretty small map, but like he does have a map and whatever this thing is even supposed to be. But surely using these, even without Asa, you should be able to at least move around without getting lost. But who knows? we head towards there. The marked point on the heads up display. Alright, we have arrived.
これってシリカベオブジェよね。こんな偏僻なところにもあるんだ。
This is an aswall artwork, isn't it? They're even out here in remote places like this? Right, this one was used on me in an incident I had with a sex seeker the day before yesterday. Huh? So, now it's actually not an item anymore? And it's really just one of plenty of them? It's a little confusing, but okay.
立花君、これに捕まっちゃったの？大丈夫だった？
Huh? You got caught in this thing? You didn't have too much trouble, did you? Of course not. I used my quick wits to evade them and get out of there unscathed.
そんなこと言って、卑怯なことして逃げたんでしょ。
Sounds more like you ran away like a little chicken. Call it a tactical retreat, please. Well, I suppose I did chicken out a little. Wait, no I didn't. That was just a question of skill. Once you're stuck in this, it's hard to get out. You need a bit of luck on your side. So I came here to figure out what exactly it is. Have any of you used the aswall before?
遠くから眺めたことはありますけど、こんなに間近で見るのは初めてですね。
I've seen them from afar a few times before, but definitely not this up close and personal.
前に近寄って見てみようと思ったら、SHO のお姉さんが子供にはまだ早いって。
The last time I thought about trying one out, an SHO lady told me they aren't for little kids to play with. Oh no.
私もないわ。というか、これってどういう原理でシリカベできるようになってるの？
I'm as good as a virgin with these myself. But what's the idea behind these things anyway? You see that gel-looking part? Just stick yourself right through there.
あ、本当だ。なんか面白い感触だよ。
Whoa, you're right. What an interesting sensation.
本当ね。顔が抜けるときニュルってしたわ。化粧崩れてないかしら。
Yeah, When you stick your head through, it's all gooey, but it doesn't take my makeup off.
ひんやりしてて、ほてった体にはいいかもしれませんね。
Wow, it's so cool to the touch. This might be nice on really hot days. Sounds like the aswall just got some new customers for some interesting reasons. But I guess that just means the aswall is just that good. Or whatever. It speaks for itself, really. And yeah, if you hit this button here, then the gel's supposed to get hard. Achoo!
いきなりセルが硬くなっちゃったよ。
Eek! The gel suddenly got hard?
あ、本当。ピクリとも体が動かせないんですけど。
Whoa, you're right. I'm stuck. I'm stuck tight in this thing. I can't even move. Now that I look at it again, it's just like that the 10-0 that Asa mentioned. Does that mean it's something developed on Sedan Island?
体勢が変でちょっと痛いのは私が太りすぎてるせいですか？オブジェにまで存在を拒否されている。
This position is weird. Is my chubbiness the reason why it kinda hurts? Even this tacky modern artwork is rejecting me? Hey, I struggled with this thing myself last night too. The thought suddenly strikes me. I was able to subdue that girl after she dropped her knife, but what made her do that? I look down at the grass, searching for an answer. I see something lying on the ground that I didn't notice in the dark the other day. Wait, this is one of those SHO riot control rubber bullets. looks pretty spiky and metallic for just a rubber bullet, but okay. And it's not a regular one either. It seems to be designed for long-range shots. Damn. Special combat division snipers here. But why would one of those just be lying around out here?
おいこらジュン、早くジェルに戻してくれない？
Oi, Jun, would be great if you could hurry up and re-gellify this thing, please. Oh, sorry, no problem. I had to do this when I got caught too. I'll just push the big disable button right here and... Huh? It's not working.
はい、まったく。土調したおちんちんみたいに硬いままです。
Not at all. It's still just as hard as a blood-engorged cock. Okay. Guys, I think it's broken.
はあ？なんでよ。
Nandeo! Maybe because I kicked it or something. People hardly ever come here. And I sure don't see the maintenance guy coming all the way out here to service it. I sure don't see the maintenance guy coming all the way out here to service it regularly either. Oh, hold on. There should be another way to disable it. There has to be. The caution sign on it says, in event of emergency, please press disable button. And that's all it says. Gee, thanks. Wait. What about the operating instructions? Yeah, that should describe the correct way to use this thing. It should also say something about what to do if you can't get out of it. Naruto. A most interesting infographic here. Shame I can't really read it one bit. But oi. Someone drew a little bit of a stink on top of this nice mascot, and they wrote a bunch of weird things on this. I wonder what that's about. But yeah. The fucking asshole detects body heat and will automatically unlock as you reach climax. Enjoy fucking using women as sex sleeves and forcibly make them come. So says the SHO mascot Hamidori, his profile stenciled into the side of the machine. This is ATM-01. Null base, do you copy? Asame. Asa! My also reliable sister fails me yet again. No. What? The last thing I want to do is call the SHO. That is one thing I need to avoid at all costs. But if I don't bring them to climax, I can't get them out of there. What do I do? Who should I bring to climax? What? Oh my goodness. This here visual novel has choices in it after all. And it's the first time this is happening, and they're immediately hitting you with 3 choices at once. Holy smokes. Time to think about this for the next 60 minutes and make the right decision, of course. Also, kinda just nice to see all of the names again. I got Nanase Katagiri down, but Misaki Hotori-chan and Hinami Watarai. So desu ne, so desu ne. A very good question, a very good question. Who should I bring to Climax? But also, wait a minute. All three of them are stuck in the wall. I'm kind of curious to see what that even looks like, just, you know, for research and thinking purposes. But also, like, if all of them are stuck, shouldn't you have to have all of them enjoy themselves a little bit in order to release each one of them? Because imagine you're like in a group, as they usually are, the horny people on this here island, and you're like, hey, let's join the guys at the ass wall. And then you like put the lady in, and then you're trying to like seal the gel or whatever. I don't know. And then since all you have is like this one button to release and harden the gel, you would have to like release everyone at once who's already like in the middle of stuff and then like seal it again? Nanny? Interesting, interesting. That's crazy though, man. I'm so dead to date now. They're hitting me with this. I'm definitely gonna save here though, that's for sure. One of the key points of episode 6 of the anime. Maybe. Shit. I could just leave it for last time. It's not a big deal, Emke. It's okay. It's okay. uh. Hmm. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I mean, she's super his type. She's the super bitch. And you know, it would just be part of her image, and it's not that big a deal. But we also like know her the best, and she's our housekeeper. And I don't know. And then Wata-chan. Oh no. A most tempting sensation, or whatever. I don't know. Me when there actually is a decision to make, and I'm like, oh fuck. Oh fuck. Not gonna lie, I gotta be honest here. I'll have to think about it. I'll have to think about it. Now, if I didn't think about it though, who would I pick then? Um, um, I am kinda leaning towards the top two here. Because we kinda just met Hotori-chan, and like, yeah, okay. But I don't know. And then like the other two, I don't know. I feel like picking Wata-chan would be crazy though. Because the other two are just gonna be like, oi, what the hell? Out of the three of us, you're picking that one? Okay, you lolly liking weirdo. Tehe. Grr. Shit. I don't know, man. I don't know, man. I could also just go for a coin flip and just be like, hey. Ah, fuck. Well, I don't know. Whatever. It's a very nice, beautiful, and epic cliffhanger, though, right? Haha. So, I saved already, so that's cool. Yeah, sorry for stalling on this for so long. I'm skitzing out again. I'm going crazy. Decisions, man. If there were more of them, I wouldn't have such a hard time, maybe. But again, this isn't supposed to be like a we're going through every single route that the game has to offer, you know. And then once we're through each of these, we go and pick the new secret special fourth option, which only appears if you somehow manage to get Asa stuck in here as well through various new options that are available after completing the other three. You know, I don't know if that's a thing, but like, if that's a thing, then, you know. I'd like to just make one big brain decision and then just follow through with that. But also, like, I mean, if I pick Watacha and then, oh, surprise, an SH Ogad was hiding in the bush right next to the wall, and I'm just getting arrested, guillotined, and then hanged from the neck until that, then, I wouldn't just call it quits there. I would go back and be like, okay, okay, okay. I get it, man. I get it, man. Pick one of the other two. No big deal. Accidentally picked the funny ending again. Haha. Unlucky. My bad. Honestly, just looking at it and thinking about it, I would probably just go from top to bottom. Like, actually, not just because, let's do top to bottom, but like, yeah, I kinda like Watacha. Not gonna lie, man. Not gonna lie, man. She's funny. And so cute. And she's our senior, you know. And she's been waiting to have this experience all her life. Who would we be to withhold this uh this experience from her in even this situation? But then again, maybe there isn't really much of a choice to do here at all, and maybe it's really just like, well, okay, you climaxed, so you're out now. Gotta get the other two out now as well, huh? Wonder how I'm gonna make that happen. Oh, surprise. Same thing, just rinse and repeat. I would feel so stupid about that one too. So I have like no clue what the actual consequences of this could be. What that chunk could be, again, that, you know, could be, that could disrupt the harmony within the group, perchance, and it make things a little bit weird, maybe. Depending on how exactly we're going about it and stuff, but, other than that, I mean, Katagiri seems pretty neutral, because, you know, she already has the image, and it's like, we know her very well, and we're on first name base, right? So, you know, Virgin of the Soul or whatever. And then Misaki, I don't know, man. Like, things are a little awkward, which makes sense. She's like brand new, and if we pick her, then I don't know. She's not gonna give us any more bike rides, maybe, or maybe she's even going to come by in the morning and, you know, pick me and Asachan up, and then like, yippee! Literally just said me when referring to Junosuke. I'm already self-inserting. I'm cooked. No. I don't know, man. But yeah. me when the visual novel does when the novel, the visual, the when yeah, help. Maybe someone finds myself struggling with shit like this kind of funny though. I mean, if there were even just other options, this could be easier, you know, like, what should we do? What should we do? How do we go about Snell's like, there's a random X laying around. How about trying that one out? And then just, you know, it's not as direct a choice as like, which one? Smartass? I mean, you also have like the girls' archetypes to consider, you know. You have the illegal lonely. You have the super bitchy best friend or whatever, who even has the limp dick pass. And then you have the shy and timid big booby lady. Yeah, I don't fucking know, man. I'm sorry. I'm cooked, man. I'm cooked. So, sorry to disappoint if you just listened to garbage for the last 15 minutes, but wouldn't it be epic if you just were to find out what happened in episode 12? Ah! Oh no. Oh no. Yeah. I've been stalling quite a while now, which makes things even worse and even more reasonable to just call it quits here, because otherwise I'm gonna be sitting here past midnight again, and that would be kind of like, oh, what's wrong with that? Well, nothing really. It's the weekend and this and that, and you know it's fine really, but whatever. Anyway, anyway, um, Sunday, Monday, maybe Tuesday, depending on how things go. MK channel will be back, maybe with a big new brain, in better condition, and reasonable thinking, and a smart, bespoke choice to pick. You know, pick up right where we left off, and then be like, oh fuck, oh shit. 30 minutes of, guys, I don't know, guys, I don't know, guys, I don't know, chat, oh, there's no one in chat, oh fuck, oh no, oh fuck, oh no. But, yeah. Thanks for watching this far, and, all that means a lot to me. I've seen this actually like a handful of views that I'm getting per video. That's my career's going, you know. So why not pull one of these, you know? Good opportunity and stuff is pretty cool. It's pretty cool. Not gonna lie, it's pretty, yeah. So again, I'll be back Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, maybe one of those three. Gomenasorry. I will be writing a tweet longer about this and my suffering mental state and issues in my head later on, and then things will just continue as normal because can't stop the schizo, man. It is what it is. We all sometimes struggle making the decisions in life, don't we? So yeah, the usual time probably is like 9:15, 9:20 p.m. standard Emke time, whatever that means. And then you know, then I'll be back and stuff. But that's gonna be nice, I hope, because there's gonna be a nice big decision to make, and it's gonna be epic, surely, I hope. Yeah, I said thanks. I said when I'm gonna be back next. I saved. I did all that. Now you know what's up. Emke channel. Over and out. Big epic decision. Next time. Better be there. Because otherwise you will have to watch it in a playlist, which would be a massive dilemma for you, obviously. Not me. I've been here. I've done that. So, yeah. See you then. Bye bye. Have a good night, morning, whatever. Enjoy your weekend. Enjoy the holidays. Maybe, enjoy whatever the fuck is going on for you right now in the year 2032. Or whatever. Bye bye. Bye bye. Bro, didn't even have the music in the background. Hashtag cooked. Whoops. My bad.